An invisible storm is bombarding the Great Pyramid of Giza. Every second, trillions of subatomic particles, called cosmic ray muons, rain down from deep space, passing effortlessly through solid rock. In 1965, a Nobel-winning physicist named Luis Alvarez realized these particles could be used to see inside the ancient monuments. He proposed using muons as a kind of cosmic X-ray. The physics are straightforward. Dense stone absorbs more muons than empty space. If you place a detector at the base of a pyramid, a solid block will block the particles, but an open chamber directly above will let them through. The detector registers a higher count of particles, creating a bright spot in the data. Alvarez hauled heavy spark chambers deep into Khufu's pyramid, but before they could gather meaningful data, the Six-Day War erupted in the Middle East. The diplomatic fallout forced the team to abandon their equipment in the dark. When tensions cooled years later, the researchers finally analyzed the tapes. Khufu's pyramid showed a uniform, solid core. For decades, the hope of finding hidden chambers inside Giza seemed completely dead. Half a century later, in 2015, a new international coalition called ScanPyramids arrived on the plateau. They didn't rely on a single sensor. They deployed 3 distinct state-of-the-art muon detection technologies at once. Japanese scientists placed delicate chemical emulsion plates inside the humid Queen's chamber, which record particle tracks without electricity. Outside, French physicists aimed giant gaseous telescopes upward at the limestone walls. For 2 years, these systems silently counted the cosmic rain. This 3D heat map displays the combined results. When the 3 independent datasets were merged, a massive, glowing orange void appeared directly above the Grand Gallery. It is a completely empty space, roughly the size of a passenger jet. The publication of these findings triggered immediate backlash. Traditional archaeologists heavily criticized the physicists. Zahi Hawass publicly stated that the scientific team had found nothing of value, arguing that anomalies in stone density were being misinterpreted as actual rooms. But the muon physics left no room for doubt. 3 different technologies, operating from different angles, all mapped the exact same silhouette. A major internal structure had gone unnoticed for 4.5 millennia. With the main void confirmed, the physicists turned their sensors to the pyramid's north face. High above the base sits a series of massive gabled limestone chevrons. Structurally, these giant stones are designed to divert immense pressure, suggesting they protect a hollow space. To prove it without digging, Dr. Olga Popovich led a physical testing phase. Working in a cramped, suffocating corridor, her team manually repositioned heavy ultrasound and ground-penetrating radar devices across the stone blocks, millimeter by millimeter. This 3D wireframe visualization illustrates the results of that manual scanning. By fusing the radar and ultrasound signals, the team mapped a pristine, enclosed corridor sitting right behind the chevrons, measuring exactly 9 meters long. In 2023, they sought visual proof. The team guided a microscopic 28mm diamond drill bit into a natural fissure between the blocks, slowly shaving away the rock until they breached the cavity. They fed a flexible endoscopic camera into the darkness. The live feed revealed a beautifully finished, gabled corridor. The walls carried the distinct tool marks of the original builders, proving this space was a deliberate piece of structural engineering hidden behind the heavy masonry. Understanding how these spaces were built requires looking away from Giza entirely. In 2013, archaeologists excavating a remote system of caves along the Red Sea coast brushed the sand off a fragile collection of papyrus. These are the oldest written scrolls ever discovered on Earth. They contain the personal diary of Inspector Merer, an ancient Egyptian logistics manager. Merer commanded an elite crew of boatmen tasked with transporting highly polished white limestone from the royal quarries down the Nile to the Giza construction site. This data chart tracks the exact shipping logs written by Merer. His records show his crew executing a rigorous, predictable schedule, completing 2 to 3 river trips every 10 days, and successfully delivering 200 massive blocks per month to the base of the pyramid. Merer's logs describe a workforce of respected, well-compensated professionals. Excavations of the workers' village reveal a high-status protein diet, dedicated medical facilities, and personal tombs prepared for eternity, a level of care and investment inconsistent with the traditional narrative of forced slave labor. The project relied on a vast, highly educated bureaucracy. Administrators like Prince Onkov, Khufu's half-brother, managed a national-scale optimization problem, synchronizing thousands of workers, seasonal floods, and a massive fleet of transport ships. The mathematical requirements of a single, straight ramp running up the side of the pyramid are nearly impossible to meet. Such a structure would require more volume than the pyramid itself and would leave massive geological scars across the plateau that simply do not exist. Spanish researcher Vicente Rosell Roig analyzed the structural load of the monument and proposed an algorithmic solution, the integrated edge ramp model. Instead of building outward, the ancient engineers left temporary, stepped-open channels along the four corners of the pyramid as it rose. This 3D animation maps out how these edge channels create a continuous, spiraling system. By utilizing the perimeter, builders could operate up to 16 parallel tracks simultaneously. This allowed heavily loaded sledges to ascend while empty ones descended without creating a traffic bottleneck. When you overlay the helical ramp simulation with the scan data from the particle physicists, the geometry aligns precisely. Moving massive stones around a sharp corner requires a wide, flat turning platform. The massive voids detected by the muons sit at the exact coordinates where these heavy internal pivot stations were located. These internal voids represent the functional, abandoned remains of a massive pivot system. They are the structural footprints of the heavy engineering required to move 6 million tons of rock to the summit. This practical engineering also explains the pyramid's narrow star shafts. Measuring just 20 centimeters across, these tiny conduits project from the deep chambers and point toward key celestial markers like Orion and Draco, functioning as launching pads for the pharaoh's soul. To explore them, modern engineers deployed the jetty robot. Because standard treads would grind away the ancient masonry, the robot utilized specialized silicone pads, expanding to anchor against walls while the chassis inched forward. At the end of a long incline, the robot's camera reached a blocking stone. On the floor, it recorded hand-painted red ochre mason's marks. The polished stone itself was fitted with 2 small looped copper pins. While these copper pins have fueled fringe theories of ancient power plants, detailed chemical analyses show zero soot or chemical residue inside the chambers. Furthermore, geological surveys confirm the deep water table beneath Giza would block the propagation of any underground radar or electrical signals. The builders of Giza solved a staggering optimization problem, lifting a mountain of stone using bronze tools and sophisticated supply chains. They achieved a level of precision that remains visible in the alignment of every shaft. Cosmic rays continue to rain over the Giza plateau, mapping the stones in the dark. They are revealing the architectural record of a society that organized the resources of an entire nation into a single point, proving that the most enduring mystery of the pyramids is the collective power of human organization.